Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Derp Your Hooves. So, as you can see, today we are in the Miltech Simulations CH-47, and it's the day after Valentine's Day in 2026. So, we're just going to go ahead and take off here, and I wanted to say to everyone and every pony, happy to be doing this video. And as you all may know, I've had some health problems. And, well, it's important to, get off your console and with your work-life balance to go out and exercise and eat right. So, just happy to be flying. Now, why I'm in the CH-47 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is because, well, I made this awesome livery, Ponies Japan Tours, because you can fit a lot of people in a CH-47. The windows probably aren't great to look out, but, tour is a tour. So, in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, there's this thing called window reflection, or windshield reflection. And in the third-party Miltech simulations, it was really bad. And even though there's a settings to adjust the effect of the windshield effect, I don't know what it's called. It's where you can already see some of it, but it was horrible to where it was bad. And it basically made the aircraft unflyable, but Miltech came out and released a fix for it, and I downloaded it, dropped it in the community folder, and well, here we are, flying her. So the CH-47's a fun little bird. And perhaps, it's one of the better helicopters. I think it's one of the best. But it's one of the better helicopters in the sim, and we're over Tokyo. So I'm going to say also, for the recording, we're not doing live time, we're doing live weather. And I know I've done lots of helicopter videos, and, helicopters are fun. And helicopters are fun in Tokyo, just so you know, because Tokyo is full of helipads in the sim. It's one of the cities in the sim that pretty much by default, as we're looking down here, there's a helipad. There's one right there. Now, I don't know how many, how common helicopter travel is in Tokyo, but, man, there are lots of helipads out here. So, it can be fun to be flying in a helicopter because you've got all these helipads to choose from. Now, the CH-47 being a twin-rotor helicopter, it's got excellent maneuverability. It's such a joy to fly. Now, in some of these smaller neighborhoods, obviously, like down here, it's going to be slim pickings on where we can land, but as long as we're watching our airspeed. But as we get towards these larger buildings, I can see some of the helipads just right out in the open. There's one right there on top of this building right here. We just got to get to the right altitude. Definitely looks large enough for our bird. And let's get high enough. I'm pretty sure it's large enough. CH-47's really large. It's not a small little bird. Yeah, that looks big enough for us. So, well, maybe not. Maybe it's just big enough. Ooh, that's kind of small. So, we do have the photogrammetry turned on. And by the way, there is an update for the sim. It was California cities. Now, I did a video on that. Turns out, well, if you're watching the news or you're, checking out the flight sim There's a reason why I decided not to release that video. It's just best not to release it. Now, let's just land. Oop, 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 oop. That does happen in 2024. Yeah, it does. You get this bunny hop thing. Whoa, no, actually, that's because the helipad's too small. You got to nose over a little bit, oop, and stop, and helipad's too small for the CH-47. Got to get it over, and no, that's just not going to happen. That's too small. So, is the realism set to realistic? Yes. Could you do that in real life? No. I'm pretty sure you couldn't. Even just being a sim pilot, I'm pretty sure that would not go over too well. Probably not at all. But thank God it's a sim and it's not real life, so no one actually got hurt. So let's find something larger. So I was watching that looks big and pony-like for the Ponies Japan Tour CH-47. So we should be able to land on this one. Let's get lined up. There it is. Yeah, that looks nice in CH-47 size. So you do get that rabbit hop. It was something that was here and then it was gone. And guess what? It's back. See, there it is. So it's back. So learning how to fly some of the helicopters in 2024, set the parking brake, is a little entertaining because you get that buffer. You get that hippity hop rabbit. You know, you're coming in and all of a sudden there's this gust of wind from the rotors that just makes you bounce like that. It was fixed. I guess it's back. It's not just the CH-47 that does it. And, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll make a video that illustrates that point. So, still liking the CH-47. The landings are definitely... yeah, you got to learn how to master those landings in the sim. Or it could just get fixed. So here we are, again in Tokyo, and if I was a tour guide, I'd be able to tell you where we are exactly. And, well, we're in Tokyo. So there you go. And there's, like, the amusement park. Now, again, using photogrammetry, so without too many add-ons, and I don't really have too many Tokyo add-ons, you get what you get. And you're not going to get this flying in a fixed-wing aircraft at, 15,000 feet or 10,000 feet. You're going to get it at, where are we at? You're going to get it at, I don't know. Let's take a look. You're going to get it at 800 feet. 80 feet. 800 feet. I guess we're at 800 feet. Yeah, you're going to get it at about 800 feet, 900 feet. Photogrammetry, sorry. It is what it is. So, CH-47, it's still a good helicopter. It's a really good helicopter. If you want something kind of old school, and you want something that actually gets up and goes. It's one of the great things about this helicopter is you can get it to about 180 knots-ish. Which isn't bad. And then you can land wherever you want. And it's got a service ceiling of a little over 20,000 feet. Now, you might say, well, that's not impressive because the fixed-wing aircraft, yes, the King Air and the airliners, but for a helicopter, this is pretty impressive. And there's all kinds of cool add-ons for it, like there's Aerofire Global. That was lots of fun. I've done some of those, and it's in 2024 as well. So if you're like, hey, you know what? what could I do? Well, if there's fires and there's live fires and they're reported and they're in there, then you can go find them and you can put them out. And you can put them out with the CH-47 because it has a bucket. So let's go land in that athletic field down there. It's probably a school. Just to see what it's like. Because it's going to be a little different than a helipad. And yeah, I know my landings are kind of like, you know, I'm kind of doing like a how I would when I'm flying live stream with other people. You know, kind of haphazardly, not really professional like. Which is just part of the fun. And if you crash in 2024, well, you know, you don't crash in real life, you just respawn. So over the treetops, because we're really close, see, we're really close. And let's kind of bring her down. And let's see if you get the bunny hop on the ground. I don't think you do. I think you only get it on buildings. So it's a good point to illustrate. It's either going to bunny hop or it's not. And on the ground, it does not do it. So, in Tokyo, at the very least, it bunny hops on buildings. And there you have it. So that's a CH-47 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, hey, everypony, I'm sorry it's such a short video, but I just wanted to show you here, if you're looking and you were paying attention to the flight, the windshield glare is, well, it's gone. So if you guys were flying the CH-47 and then you're like, I'm just not going to anymore because it's horrible, well, it's fixed. Go ahead, go and update it, download the update, and, you know, you should have something like this. Now, you won't have my livery, but, you know, you'll have a really nice CH-47. And, well, you know, you'll be able to sit here and have fun in it. So as always, for everyone and every pony, as I just wind this thing down for a landing, thank you for watching Derp Your Hooves, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the skies.